everybody. My name's Daniel, and well, I know this from Twitter, and I know from watching Monday Night Raw that I didn't want to believe this at first, but I heard that Dan Bryan retired from WWE, and to be serious note, I didn't want to believe it when I first saw it. I was like thinking, well, that might be just a fluke. Next, a lot of people say we want to hear from the man himself. Sure enough, at the end of Raw, he makes a speech and he says he's done and he says he's grateful for the fans. All I want to say is, when I first heard about WWE in 2013, I didn't think that I was ever going to actually know anything about WWE. When I saw Daniel Bryan, it was actually before Night of Champions. Actually, a little bit before, like a month before Night of Champions, but yet he was one of my favorite superstars due to the fact that not only because he has my same name as me, but well, I have the same name as him because he's older than me. But I just want to say that he literally created a legacy for a lot of wrestlers. He made moments in WWE that a lot of people can't achieve a lot of times because don't they don't have the time or they just don't have that much effort. I'm not saying every WWE superstar or diva has no effort. Every WWE superstar and diva is incredible. They work hard, they make money, and they support their family and they support many fans. But when I saw NXT and Daniel Bryan do stuff that's different from NXT now, that kind of was weird. Because I saw in 2010 when well, I know he joined in like the 2000s versus John Cena, but that was a long time ago. But in 2010, when he joined NXT, and I saw him do game stuff, I'm like, that's not how a wrestler should do anything. And when I saw other people like in 2013, to other times, I saw that they changed a lot of stuff. They changed the games, they changed everything. I'm like, this is how you should do it because yeah, it's kind of fun to have games and trivia, but yeah, it's not really fun due to the fact that you're not really doing anything. You're just doing something that a lot of people do in regular life, some military people do in regular life. But for me, the reason why Daniel Bryan is different from a lot of superstars and a lot of wrestlers, in fact, every single time he wrestles is not to show a different popularity to get money. He just does it because that's what he does. That's what he loves. He loves to wrestle. And I seen a lot of matches with him in it. I seen him with Cesaro, with Hideo Itami, which is a person he met before WWE. Well, he didn't meet him in WWE, but when when he versed Kenta, that was actually Hideo Itami's name before that. When I heard he versed Kenta and I was like putting in Daniel Bryan versus Kenta, I was like saw a few matches there. I was like, wow, I didn't suspect that. I really didn't. So my thing is the fact that Daniel Bryan has wrestled a lot of places and he's made a name for himself. And it's heartbreaking for me just to say that he's gone out of WWE, and I literally almost cried, seriously, because in my mind this morning I was thinking he was not going to retire, he's not going to retire. And just to tell you, since I live in Korea, due to the fact that times are different, when I get up, the Monday Night Raw is like over, but yeah, for me, I woke up at 11, and it was like 9 o'clock during Raw, so at 2 hours, I looked at Daniel Bryan's little speech and saw that he actually really did retire. I didn't want to believe it, but when people say farewell, and a lot of WWE superstars and divas said farewell to him, the only person that I thought deserved a chance was probability Hideo Itami, which is Kenta back in the days when Daniel Bryan was in WWE. But when I heard Kenta said he would want to have one more match with Daniel, I was like, that would be actually a good match, but maybe that's for later. Maybe that's a different time in the future. For me, I think Daniel Bryan is like WWE Hall of Famer. Like he inspired many people. He like for me, he reminds me of actually a little bit about me, but yet I wasn't like always the person who always like told that he couldn't do stuff. But for me, the reason why I think he inspires people is because he didn't give up on what he did. He did wrestling. He loved wrestling. He didn't care about the money or the popularity. He just cared about wrestling because he loved it. He was trained by Shawn Michaels, a Hall of Famer, William Regal, his mentor. He's versus Sheamus, which is an incredible WWE superstar. He's versus Chris Jericho. He's versus The Miz. He's versus Big Show. He's versus John Cena. He's versus Mark Henry. He's versus Triple H. Who else was he? He versus Randy Orton and Batista at WrestleMania 30, and he beat Triple H at WrestleMania 30, competing 2 matches with a bad shoulder, but yeah, he still won. Um, for me, a lot of times when he shows the people that he's not just an underdog, he inspires many because he didn't give up. I'm not saying he's like a John Cena. No, he's not. Reason why he's not like John Cena is because John Cena is like a person who lets everybody have a chance. But what I see about Daniel Bryan is the fact that he shows how they really are. Like when Daniel Bryan versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2013, Daniel Bryan showed that he didn't give up on whether or not he lost or he won. But for Daniel Bryan, it's like he wrestles because he does for his own loving like passion. His passion is wrestling, and the fact that every single time I see him wrestle, I'm surprised that he doesn't like he has like he is so like a he's more like the person who you don't suspect to have a lot of agility, strength, or anything until you actually are in the ring with him and having a match with him. For me, one match I was talking about with a lot of people and my friends back in North Carolina before I came to Pyeongtaek. Daegu was where I was before North Carolina, but when I was in North Carolina, I talked to my friends and say who would win, AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan. A lot of people said AJ Styles, and I was like, when I saw AJ Styles on Raw, I'm like, okay, I can believe that now. But the real reason why I like Daniel Bryan is the fact that he's not just an underdog. He made moments in any place like a moment that nobody will ever forget. At WrestleMania 30, he defied the odds and made it right through and won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because a lot of people thought that nothing he could probably never do it, and a lot of people did. He beat he achieved the Intercontinental Championship. I really can't say that word because it was hard for me to say, but I'm just surprised that he's retired. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, and I still can't believe it. Still, when I see him with his wife in a little bit interview after his speech, I almost wanted to cry to the fact that he was sad to leave, but I think a lot of fans would be a little bit sad to the fact that he was an inspiration and he was an incredible wrestler. And dang, I'm about to cry too. Dang it. No, because I'm not just saying that because he's a wrestler that had so much passion for wrestling that he didn't care about money, popularity, or anything. He just cared about wrestling. He only had a passion for wrestling, never anything else. He's been through so much. He had hard times, but yeah, he got past it. He has an incredible wife, Brie Bella. Yeah, I almost said her name wrong, but Brie Bella. She's incredible. She's beautiful. He has an incredible wife. He has an incredible family. Nikki Bella, John Cena, and I never knew that John Laurinaitis would ever wife, but hey, I might be wrong because John Laurinaitis is pretty cool. Because there actually was a little meeting with the whole family before his little speech. But I just want to say, Daniel Bryan inspired me to be a better person, like a person who defies odds. Because whenever I do something, I try to go above my um limit. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But when it comes to it, he, he knows how to make an actual funny joke, even though he's not the kind of person. But I'm surprised that he retired though. I'm really surprised. But I just want to say that Dan Bryan, you will be missed. And my favorite moment that you were in was WrestleMania 30 when you beat Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, and you defied the odds against the authority. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for inspiring me and inspiring so many people for defining the odds and making it through every single thing with your head held high, and you got past so many obstacles that people thought you were never going to get past, but you did. And hope that in the future you have a safe journey and an incredible journey to, I don't know, a different path. Well, I know you'll still be wrestling, but I just want to say thank you, Dan Bryan. You're an incredible wrestler and a future Hall of Famer, and you will be missed in the WWE. And I hope that people are the same as me, or probably not. You probably might be thinking different, but for me, my opinion, he inspired me to go above my limit and achieve more than I ever actually was achieving. So I just want to say thank you, Dan Bryan, and thank you all for watching the video. And I'll see you guys in future videos. Thank you, and have a great and wonderful day. Bye bye.